Hey guys, here's the first showing of my 550 LTD. I got it for 250 bucks, and didn't run. Was really bad shape. It looked like crap. Well, it still looks like crap, but it won't be when I finish. One thing that I'm gonna replace pretty soon, I already have it in stock, is this front wheel. I'm gonna put a new one on because if you look, I can polish all this out and get it nice and shiny like that, but it's missing the black. Like it looks gray. The black isn't like it came off. Just like on the back wheel, you can tell I polished this one and then it's much more black there. So I'm gonna put a new front wheel on it, and that's gonna make it look a lot better. And then of course just polish these aluminum covers and come back in with some black paint and paint in where it used to be black. And I also, the person before me had a crappy 4-into-1 piece of junk exhaust system on it. I don't know why you would take off the perfectly good stock system unless something happened to it. No one's that dumb. But I got a stock system for 150 bucks. So I'm just waiting on the collars so these clamps can tighten down on it. I have all the stock clamps and everything for it. So I'm going to need to order those so I can put that on there. And the airbox is missing because the rubber boots that connect each of the throats to the box are destroyed on the old one. So I'm ordering a new air filter because the air filter was missing, and 4 of those new boots, and then I'll get that all buttoned up, and it'll actually be getting filtered air with the right restrictions and probably run a lot better. I'm gonna go, I'll show you what the wheel and the exhaust system that I have in here, and then I'll start it up for you. Here's the 2 pieces of it. The part of the pipe that you see on the outside isn't too bad. There's some rust under the elbows, but you'll never really see that. And the rust under here is always under the bike. But the mufflers look pretty good. I haven't put any chrome polish on them yet, but that'll look really nice when I get it put on. But then back in here is the new wheel. Of course, I gotta transfer the old tire of it. You can see the aluminum contrast against the black. And I paid 25 bucks for this thing off eBay. And this rotor alone is worth at least 70 to 100. And that rotor is brand spanking new. It doesn't have any miles on it. So it's going to be really nice once I finish this thing up in the spring. Also need to replace the back sprocket and probably the front one. I haven't looked at it yet, but the back one is just, I don't know if you can tell, but the teeth are just really worn down and curved because I think the previous owner or owners ran it with the chain too tight and not oiled, because when I got it, the chain was binding all over the place, and when you backed up you could just hear the chain grabbing the teeth, and it wasn't smooth. So I oiled it and loosened it a little bit. It's pretty good. Also, he threw a chain that messed up the hub down here and ripped these bolts to pieces and these nuts. But not too much damage was done. I'll go ahead and start this up for you. Got a couple of exhaust leaks because all of these nuts and stuff, one of them's missing. They're not really tightened, so if you hear that noise, it's an exhaust leak. It's not a knock in the engine. didn't run when I got it, so it took quite a bit of tinkering and some troubleshooting to fix it. Put a new tack cable on it. That was busted. I need a new headlight. The high beam is out. So I got a bit of work on my hands. Not too much, but nothing that me and my dad can't handle. It's got, I don't know if you could read it if it was blurry, 8,734 miles on it, but I do not think that is actual miles because the numbskull before me, his speedometer cable broke. And if it broke when I had it, I would ride it as little as possible, so I would keep the odometer reading as close to actual. But he said he put somewhere around 2,000 or 3,000 miles on it without it. So it's probably somewhere around 10,000 or 11,000 miles. But it's a bit unfortunate because I'd like to know how much it has, but we have some idea. So this is the 550 LTD.